something we've talked about again, kind of ad nauseum before on this channel. I wanted to bring it up, get your reaction, and just talk about it briefly. Okay. So I'm going to be referencing an article from an outlet called The American Prospect. And we've talked about DCMA on this channel before, right? With copyright music on YouTube, Twitch, getting strikes on YouTube with copyrighted music, even if you're not making money off of it, and blah, 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 and how it's impacting streamers and it's bad and XYZ. Anyway, now, Brett, this video we're filming right now, let's say I picked a song, okay? Or actually, let's use our Game Awards stream, for example, right? Which, fun fact, copyright strikes already, whatever, even though we were co-streamers.
It's true.
It's just fuck off with that. So, Brett, for that, we're going to go to prison. What if I told you that? What if I told you we're going to go to prison for that? And we're going to get tried as being felons.
I'd say you're fucking nuts.
Well, I would be nuts, Brett, but we live in 2020 United States of America. And what a fucking shit country we live in, my friend, because now felony streaming legislation has been introduced by Senator Tom Tillis. Okay.
What a name.
Yeah, he's a Republican from North Carolina.
Of course he is.
Yep. And I don't want to get too political, but basically he has introduced legislation that would make it a felony offense to stream copyrighted content on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, whatever it is, and possibly have a prison sentence attached to it rather than it just being a misdemeanor right now. Okay.
This guy is an old, out of touch, fucking corporate suck off Republican piece of shit. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah. So bad. But why it's really bad, Brett, is because I don't know if you know this about American politics, but it's so bad and so broken that basically these senators that honestly, in my opinion, are bad. Okay. I won't continue with what my actual thoughts are on them. He's attaching this to something that's called a must-pass bill. So most of the time when you have a must-pass bill, it's something that deals with budget, finance, making so the government and the things that run under the government can continue to operate, right, without shutting down, okay? And as always, Republicans and Democrats fight back and forth about what should go in there, like what the money should be allocated to, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So they get to these deadlines every couple of years, or honestly every year at this point, and they're like, oh, well, now you got our hands tied. We got to pass this bill. And then scummy senators like Tom Fuckface over here attach things to them, like to these must-pass bills, like this legislation about making streaming copyrighted content a felony offense onto them, so they have to pass, and then they get signed into law.
So you think this is there's a likelihood that this is going to pass?
I think it's likely, yeah. Now, how YouTube and other platforms handle that, I don't know. There is also obviously lobbyists out there for something called the Electronic Frontier Foundation, who are basically trying to keep the internet free and open and stop stuff like this. They're trying everything they can to do against it. They think that the bill would likely be dead on arrival and like that wouldn't end up going through. But it's hard. I'm not going to get into like a political history of it, but there's a lot of things that have been attached to these must-pass bills in the past that are really bad. They kind of like senators will kind of use it as or Congress people will use it as a vessel to get like their pet projects through. Kind of, they're like, oh, I really want this thing to get through. I'm gonna wait until we fucking can't negotiate a fucking budget, and then I'm gonna pass it.
So it's almost like a parasite that he's just attached onto this bill that has to pass.
That's right, a parasite attached to a bill developed by a parasite. Yep.
Interesting.
It's bad, folks. You like gaming, you like our content, you like other gaming YouTubers, podcasters, Twitch streamers, whatever it is, educate yourself about DCMA and shit that's happening right now, because it's abysmal and it's bad.
Yeah.
And things like this will kill platforms like this.
There's already people that have their whole livelihoods taken away from this copyright shit on Twitch. Listen, there's a whole community of people that play Guitar Hero and Rock Band and stuff on Twitch, and the speed run, or not speed run, like perfect run and shit.
Right.
That community is like dead right now because they're getting copyright strike from playing these songs.
Yep.
There needs to be, and we've said this before, there needs to be set rules. It needs to be changed. Everything needs to be looked at again with, modern times. You know what I mean? Things are so different now than when copyright laws were first signed. Fair use is so broad.
Right.
And never even like fair use isn't even like acknowledged. I feel like people don't give you the benefit of the doubt with fair use. You kind of have to like prove that it is fair use, whereas there should be clear guidelines that say you're right. And there is guidelines as to what determines something fair use, but it doesn't matter.
It's not instituted that way. And
exactly.
people like this either present it as what I'm about to say, or they think it's this way. And the fact that like you and I, for example, when we're doing stuff like the Game Awards live stream, we are not just ripping off that music and like, or the videos or whatever it is, and claiming it, first of all, as our own, trying to collect money off of it. It's not like we're presenting that as our own money or our own music and trying to collect royalties or money off of that. That's not what's happening. It's completely different. We are creating the content. It's a supplement to our content.
It's called transformative. What we're doing is transformative to the content.
Right. Exactly.
It's not like we're just uploading an episode of South Park onto YouTube and saying, here you go, you can watch this now and we're going to get paid for it.
Right. But people like this either understand that and don't care because they want to make money, or they don't understand that and that's what they think is happening, and that's why they shouldn't fucking legislate shit. They should be in a nursing home.
This dude sucks off big corporations and he's just trying to get more money in their pockets that they don't need. That's what it is.
Suck my fucking dick. Thanks for checking out this video. Did you know it's actually part of a larger podcast called Hapticast? Check out our latest episode by clicking somewhere around my head, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.